This flowchart will be an important tool for you to use when writing your 6-step hypothesis tests. It will help you determine which test to use and thus which SPSS test you will need to run. The first step is to know how many variables you have. The next step is to determine what type of variables you have, if they are qualitative or quantitative. There are a few times along the flowchart where you will need to make a decision. One place is when you have one quantitative variable. You will need to know if the population standard deviation is reported. If yes, you use the one sample z-score. If no, you use the one sample t-test. It is worth knowing that we rarely know the population standard deviation, so a vast majority of the time with one quantitative variable, you will use the one sample t-test. Another decision point comes when you have one qualitative variable and one quantitative variable. You are then asked how many groups there are. If there are more than 2 groups, such as country music, rock and roll music, and classical music, you will choose the one-way ANOVA. If there are 2 groups, you need to choose either the independent t-test or the dependent t-test. That decision will be looked at in another video. Your teacher recommends that you have access to this flowchart readily available for the duration of the course. In fact, your teacher strongly suggests you print out this flowchart as you will want to use it on future exams.